Did you know that something as small as your bedtime habit could be the very reason you're wide awake at 2 a.m.? Maybe you sip a calming tea, maybe you take a little supplement and hope it knocks you out. But here's the surprising truth: some of these so called sleep helpers can actually trick your body, leaving you restless, tossing and turning, and waking up more drained than before. If you're nodding your head right now, you're not alone. Millions of people over 65 in the US and India face the same nightly battle. But the solution might not be in another pill or a stronger tea. The answer could be hiding in plain sight in one humble spice you probably already have in your kitchen: ginger. In this video, I'll show you 3 simple, powerful ways to use ginger so you can fall asleep faster, stay asleep longer, and wake up truly refreshed. But first, I want to hear from you. Tell me in the comments, where are you watching from and what time is it for you right now? And hey, if you enjoy this video, hit subscribe. But if you don't, at least give it a like. Deal. Why sleep becomes difficult after age 60. As we move beyond 60, many of us discover that sleep no longer comes as easily as it once did, and the nights can feel longer than the days. Doctors explain that one of the main reasons is the natural change in hormones that regulate sleep and wake cycles. Melatonin, often called the sleep hormone, is produced in smaller amounts, while cortisol, the stress hormone, may rise more easily and linger longer. This imbalance quietly interrupts the body's rhythm, making it harder to fall asleep and even harder to stay asleep until morning. At the same time, the body's circulation slows down with age, and the ability to regulate temperature weakens. That is why so many seniors wake up with cold hands and feet or toss and turn, because they feel too hot in one moment and too cold in the next. These shifts may seem minor, but they are powerful enough to break the deep rest our bodies desperately need. Lifestyle habits also play a role. A cup of tea or coffee, enjoyed late in the evening, or a habit of watching television until midnight, can leave the nervous system alert when it should be winding down. Add to that the quiet but heavy weight of stress, worry about health, finances, or even loneliness, and sleep becomes one more thing to battle instead of a natural comfort. Here in America, many older adults turn to sleeping pills hoping for a quick solution. While these can provide temporary relief, they often bring side effects such as morning grogginess or dependence. In India, the picture is slightly different. Seniors often reach for natural approaches rooted in tradition, such as Ayurvedic herbs, yoga, breathing exercises, or a warm cup of spiced milk. Both cultures are searching for the same goal: a night of peace free from the frustration of lying awake. The consequences of poor sleep are more serious than just feeling tired. Studies show that lack of deep rest in older adults increases the risk of memory decline, weakens balance and coordination, and raises the chance of dangerous falls. During the day, fatigue may create a sense of fogginess, making everyday decisions harder and robbing people of the joy they deserve in the later years. If you recognize yourself in these struggles, know that you are not alone and you are not without options. While aging does bring challenges, it does not mean restful sleep is out of reach. This is why exploring safe, natural, and culturally familiar solutions becomes so important. Simple choices such as adjusting evening habits, calming the mind before bedtime, and adding the right foods or herbs can restore a sense of control. And among the many possibilities, one stands out as both ancient and modern, both comforting and scientifically supported. It is a spice that warms the body, soothes the nerves, and has been trusted for centuries in both American kitchens and Indian households. That spice is ginger, and in the next part, we will explore why it may be the gentle ally you have been searching for. Ginger, from kitchen spice to healing remedy. When most people in America hear the word ginger, the first thought that comes to mind is often something sweet or fizzy. You might picture gingerbread cookies during the holidays, or a warm cup of ginger tea on a chilly evening, or even the sharp taste of ginger ale when you are not feeling well. In India, however, the story of ginger runs even deeper. It is found in masala chai, shared with family, in rich curries, passed down for generations, and in Ayurvedic remedies that have guided health practices for centuries. In both cultures, ginger is not only food but also memory, comfort, and tradition. Beyond its role in the kitchen, ginger has long been described as medicine in traditional practices. Healers in Asia considered it a warming root, able to bring balance to the body, to calm restless nerves, and to support healthy digestion. For someone over 60 who may experience slower metabolism, colder extremities, or nervous tension at night, these qualities are more valuable than ever. A simple slice of ginger added to hot water has been used for centuries to ease the stomach, reduce bloating, and gently encourage the body toward rest. Modern science has caught up with this ancient wisdom. Researchers now understand that ginger contains powerful compounds known as gingerol and shogol. These substances are strongly anti-inflammatory, which means they reduce irritation inside the body, improve blood circulation, and even lower the impact of daily stress on the nervous system. Studies suggest that ginger can help regulate cortisol, the stress hormone which often spikes in older adults and keeps the brain in a state of alertness when it should be winding down. At the same time, ginger supports serotonin, the chemical messenger that tells the body it is safe to sleep. Imagine the quiet frustration of lying awake at 2 in the morning, staring at the ceiling, knowing that morning will bring fatigue aches and perhaps even a foggy memory. This is a reality for millions of older adults, both in America and in India. The comforting part is that ginger, already familiar in the kitchen, can be part of the solution. When the body feels warmer, when blood flows more freely to the brain and hands and feet, and when the nervous system eases its grip, sleep arrives with less resistance. Of course, no single ingredient can erase every cause of insomnia. But ginger offers something unique. It is inexpensive, it is available in every market, and it carries no risk of dependency or harsh side effects. For a senior in New Jersey, making ginger tea after dinner, or a grandmother in Delhi, stirring ginger into her evening curry, the effect is the same. The body receives a gentle signal that it is time to relax, to let go, and to trust that sleep will come. So, if you find yourself struggling at night, do not dismiss the simple tools that tradition and science both support. Try adding ginger in small, steady ways and notice how your evenings begin to feel calmer. The path to deeper rest does not always start with stronger medicine. Sometimes it begins with a small root, a familiar taste, and a reminder that your body can still find balance when given the right signals. In the next part, we will explore one of the simplest recipes that uses ginger to guide your body toward that much needed rest. Method 1. Warm ginger water with rock sugar. Among the many simple ways to invite deeper rest, One of the gentlest starts with nothing more than ginger water and a touch of sweetness. In America, many seniors are already familiar with ginger tea bags found in the grocery aisle, often used to calm an upset stomach. In India, ginger has always been boiled fresh, blended with spices, or paired with a little natural sugar to create a soothing drink at the end of the day. This first method is as close to tradition as it gets, and yet it remains surprisingly effective for improving sleep in older adults. The preparation is simple enough for anyone to try at home. Take half a fresh ginger root, wash it carefully, and slice it into thin pieces. Place the slices in about 2 cups of water, bring the pot to a boil, then add a small amount of rock sugar. Allow the mixture to simmer for a few minutes, and you will notice the warm, spicy aroma filling the kitchen. Drink it while it is still warm, ideally in the late morning, at noon, or in the afternoon. Seniors should avoid drinking it too close to bedtime, as too much liquid late at night can cause trips to the bathroom and disturb rest. What makes this recipe valuable for sleep is not only its simplicity but also its gentle impact on the body. Ginger helps widen blood vessels, improving circulation to the brain, while rock sugar softens the flavor and balances the heat. Together, they create a sense of warmth and calm, lowering tension in the nervous system and encouraging a steady heart rate. For older adults who often feel chilled or restless as the day winds down, this warm drink can signal the body that it is safe to relax. There are cultural variations that make this recipe even more adaptable. In the United States, some people may prefer to replace rock sugar with a teaspoon of mild honey, which adds sweetness and familiarity. In India, rock sugar known as mishri has long been added to warm beverages for its light taste and cooling balance, making the combination of ginger and sweetness both traditional and comforting. Either way, the effect is the same, a soothing drink that encourages relaxation and prepares the body for better sleep later in the night. Imagine an elderly woman in Ohio who spends most nights waking up at 3 in the morning, unable to return to sleep. After preparing this simple ginger water for a few afternoons, she begins to notice that her evenings feel calmer, her breathing steadier, and her nights less interrupted. Or think of an older man in Delhi, burdened by stress from family responsibilities, who drinks ginger water with mishri each day. Over time, his anxiety eases, his evenings become more peaceful, and his body finally surrenders to the deep rest he had been missing. These small but powerful changes remind us that better sleep does not always require stronger medicine or expensive supplements. Sometimes it starts with a root you already have in your kitchen, combined with a little sweetness and taken at the right time of day. This method does not demand major lifestyle changes, but it gently guides your body toward balance. If you find yourself struggling to rest at night, consider trying this drink consistently for a week. Notice how your body feels calmer, how your mind slows down, and how your sleep gradually deepens. For many seniors, this first step is enough to build confidence that natural solutions are still possible. And from here, we can explore even stronger methods, such as using ginger externally to deepen the path toward restful nights. Method 2. Soaking the feet with ginger and salt. For many older adults, restless nights are not just about racing thoughts or anxious feelings, but also about the body itself refusing to settle. One of the most overlooked signals of aging is poor circulation, which often leaves seniors with cold feet, tingling sensations, or discomfort that keeps the nervous system alert. Science and traditional wisdom agree that the feet are full of sensitive nerve endings and pressure points, each linked to major organs and systems. When the feet are warmed gently, the blood vessels expand, circulation improves, and the brain begins to receive the message that it is safe to slow down. This is why a simple practice like soaking your feet in warm ginger water with salt can be so powerful. The recipe requires very little half a fresh ginger root, crushed to release its active compounds, 1 teaspoon of salt and a basin of warm water heated to about 104 to 113 degrees Fahrenheit. Place the ginger and salt into the water, stir gently, and check the temperature with your hand to ensure it is warm but not too hot. When you slip your feet into this mixture, you immediately feel a deep sense of relaxation spreading through the body. The process is straightforward but should be done with care. Soak your feet for 15 to 20 minutes before bedtime, allowing the warmth and active compounds to work naturally. While soaking, you may lightly massage the soles and toes with your hands, encouraging circulation and calming the nervous system even further. Afterward, dry your feet carefully and put on a pair of thin socks to retain the heat. This small habit tells your body that the day is ending, your feet are warm, and your mind can rest. The benefits are often noticed quickly. Older adults who practice this regularly report falling asleep faster, staying asleep longer, and waking up with less stiffness in the morning. The nervous system responds to the warmth, muscles loosen, and circulation to the extremities improves. For seniors in colder climates of the United States, this method offers comfort during long winter nights, while in India it aligns perfectly with traditional practices of using warm oils and herbs to calm the body before rest. There are also cultural variations that make this method adaptable to different households. In America, some seniors like to add a few drops of lavender essential oil to the basin, enhancing the calming effect and creating a spa-like experience at home. In India, foot massage with warm herbal oils has always been part of evening rituals, so combining ginger with salt fits naturally into this tradition. Both approaches share the same goal: warming the body, quieting the mind, and preparing for deeper sleep. Of course, certain precautions should be remembered. Seniors with open wounds, infections, or advanced diabetes that affects circulation should avoid this method unless cleared by a doctor. Those with heart conditions or who have recently undergone surgery must also use caution. The water should never be hotter than 113 degrees Fahrenheit, as overly hot water can harm the skin and cause sudden drops in blood pressure. And it is important not to soak for more than 30 minutes because prolonged immersion may lead to heat loss instead of comfort. Imagine an elderly man in Florida struggling with cold, restless feet every night. After trying this simple soak for a week, he notices his feet stay warm. Through the night, his heart feels steadier and his sleep is less disturbed. Or picture a grandmother in Mumbai who combines ginger soaking with her evening prayer, finding that the ritual not only warms her body but also calms her mind. Both stories show that comfort and peace are not out of reach, even when age brings new challenges. This method may seem small, but for many seniors, it can transform restless nights into restful ones. By giving your feet 15 minutes of warmth and attention, you send a message of care to your whole body. Natural remedies like this remind us that aging does not mean losing control over health. Instead, it is about choosing practices that align with both tradition and science, helping you regain trust in your body's ability to rest deeply. And as we continue, you will see that ginger offers even more ways to guide your nights toward peace. Method 3. Ginger honey. Lemon tea. There is something profoundly comforting about holding a warm cup in your hands at the end of a long day. For seniors in both America and India, that comfort can take many forms, but one of the most powerful and restorative is ginger honey lemon tea. This drink is not only a pleasant evening ritual, but also a natural remedy supported by both tradition and modern science. Its ingredients are simple, familiar, and inexpensive, yet the impact on sleep can be surprisingly strong. The recipe begins with three basic items you probably already have in your kitchen. Start with fresh ginger, washed and sliced into thin pieces. Place the slices in about 2 cups of water, bring it to a gentle boil, and then allow the water to simmer for 5 minutes so the active compounds can fully infuse. Turn off the heat and let the water cool slightly because boiling temperatures can destroy some of the delicate benefits of honey. Once the tea is warm but no longer scalding, add 1 tablespoon of honey and the juice of 1/4 to 1/2 of a fresh lemon depending on your taste. Stir gently and drink this about 1 hour before bedtime, giving your body time to absorb its calming effects. Each ingredient plays an important role in this evening formula. Ginger provides warmth, improves circulation, and eases tension in the nervous system, creating a foundation for relaxation. Honey offers natural sugars that help stabilize blood sugar through the night, preventing the sudden drops that sometimes cause restless waking. Honey also stimulates the production of serotonin, a brain chemical that later converts into melatonin, the hormone responsible for sleep. Lemon, when used in moderation, provides vitamin C to support immunity, adds a light refreshing tang, and soothes the throat, making the drink pleasant and gentle. This combination is not just clever, it is grounded in culture and memory. In the United States, many people associate honey and lemon tea with fighting a cold or soothing a sore throat during winter. Adding ginger elevates the drink from a comfort beverage to a nightly ritual that actively supports rest. In India, ginger honey lemon tea has long been used as a home remedy for digestion, immunity, and sleep, woven into family routines for generations. Both traditions, though different in history, share the same wisdom that simple natural ingredients can bring balance to the body and peace to the mind. The results can often be felt in just a few days. Seniors who make this tea part of their nightly routine frequently report falling asleep faster, waking less often, and greeting the morning with more energy. Consider the story of a retired teacher in California who struggled with racing thoughts at night. After preparing ginger honey lemon tea for a week, she found that sipping the warm, fragrant drink slowed her breathing, calmed her mind, and eased her into sleep. Or picture an elderly grandfather in Jaipur whose digestion often kept him uncomfortable at night. By ending his evenings with this tea, his stomach felt lighter, his nerves steadier, and his nights finally peaceful again. Of course, it is important to follow a few guidelines to make this method safe and effective. Avoid using too much lemon if you have a sensitive stomach, as too much acidity may cause discomfort. Do not pour honey into boiling water since high heat can reduce its beneficial properties. And remember that while this tea can support better sleep, it works best as part of an overall routine that avoids caffeine-heavy meals and stress late in the evening. What makes this method especially powerful is not only the ingredients but also the ritual itself. The act of slowing down, preparing the tea, and sipping it in a quiet space signals to your body that the day is done. It creates a bridge between the noise of daily life and the calm of the night, something many seniors deeply need. With each sip, you give yourself permission to let go, to breathe, and to trust that your body can still find deep rest. So, if you have been searching for a natural way to restore your sleep, ginger honey lemon tea may be the answer waiting in your kitchen. Try it consistently for a week, notice how your body responds, and see if your nights begin to change. For many seniors, this simple cup becomes more than a drink. It becomes a gentle companion at the end of the day, offering warmth, comfort, and the promise of peaceful sleep. Important notes. When using ginger is one of the safest and most trusted natural remedies. But like any health practice, it must be used with care. Seniors in both America and India often reach for ginger because it feels familiar, affordable, and comforting. Yet it is important to remember that even natural remedies can cause trouble if they are taken in the wrong way or in the wrong amount. The goal is not to overwhelm the body with too much heat or stimulation, but to use ginger gently as a friend that supports your health rather than a cure that controls it. One of the most common mistakes is drinking ginger water that is too concentrated or continuing to drink it heavily for many months without pause. Strong ginger drinks may feel powerful at first, but they can irritate the stomach lining or put pressure on the liver if used for too long. The safer approach is moderation, light teas, warm soaks, and gentle combinations that bring comfort without burden. Think of it like exercise. You would not walk for 10 miles every day if your body only needs one or two. Another important note is the quality of the ginger itself. Never use ginger that is bruised, spoiled, or moldy. Older adults sometimes buy ginger in bulk, forgetting that it is still a fresh root that can go bad. Damaged ginger may develop harmful substances that place extra strain on the liver, which is already less efficient in later years. A small piece of clean, fresh ginger is always better than a large amount that has begun to spoil. Certain health conditions also require extra caution. If you have chronic liver disease, stomach ulcers, high blood pressure, or advanced diabetes, it is essential to talk to your doctor before making ginger part of your daily sleep routine. In India, many families rely on Ayurvedic guidance for such decisions, while in America, seniors often look to their primary care physician. Wherever you are, medical advice helps ensure that ginger supports your health instead of interfering with your existing treatment. It is also important to understand that ginger is only one part of a larger picture. Sleep quality improves when many small choices work together. That means balancing your diet with enough fruits, vegetables, and proteins while limiting heavy meals late in the evening. It means saying no to coffee, alcohol, or cigarettes at night, since these stimulants directly fight against the signals ginger is trying to send. And it means caring for your mind as much as your body through light breathing exercises, soft stretches, or even a short session of evening yoga. Imagine an older woman in Texas who began drinking ginger tea every night, but continued sipping coffee after dinner. She found little improvement until she finally gave up that late coffee habit, and suddenly the ginger began to help. Or picture a grandfather in Bangalore who not only used ginger soaks for his feet but also practiced slow breathing before bed, discovering that both together gave him the restful nights he had been missing. These stories remind us that ginger works best when combined with supportive habits. So, as you bring ginger into your life, treat it as a partner rather than a miracle. Use it in moderation, choose it fresh, and match it with healthy daily choices. By doing so, you will not only protect yourself from unnecessary risks, but also give your body the gentle encouragement it needs. Aging may change the way you sleep, but it does not take away your ability to guide your health. With a little caution and consistency, ginger can remain a safe and faithful ally on your journey to deeper, calmer rest. As we come to the end of our time together, let me gently remind you of the simple truths we shared today. Ginger, whether sipped in a warm tea, enjoyed in a gentle foot soak, or blended with honey and lemon, can be a safe companion to help calm the body, warm the heart, and invite deeper rest. These practices are not cures, but rather small signals that guide your body toward balance and peace. Please remember, everything I have shared is for general information only. If you are living with specific health conditions or ongoing symptoms, it is always best to speak directly with your doctor before making changes. Your health deserves that personal care. Now, I would love to know more about you and what matters most. If you are curious about weak bones and how to avoid broken bones, type the number 1 in the comments. If you are more concerned about memory decline and dementia, simply type the number 2. And if you would like to explore ways to boost brain power, type the number 3. Your answers will guide me in creating the next video just for you. Before you go, do not forget to subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and share this video with a friend or loved one. Sometimes one small tip can make a big difference in someone's life. Thank you for spending this time with me, and I look forward to seeing you again soon.